Worms are nature's underground army, the silent workers that aerate your soil, cycle nutrients, and build that black gold we call castings. But here's the kicker. Not all worm-attracting methods are created equal. Some waste your time, some provide quick results with no long-term gain, and a few, if done right, can transform your soil forever. So before you start digging trenches or playing fiddle music in your backyard, let's talk about what actually works. If your goal is to build a self-sustaining worm-rich garden bed, you don't want quick fixes that disrupt the soil. You want methods that bring worms in and make them stay. Today, we'll rank the top 5 worm-attracting techniques based on effectiveness, sustainability, and return on effort. Whether you're a beginner trying to jumpstart your soil or a seasoned gardener looking to deepen worm populations, this guide will save you time and help your soil thrive. Let's start with the method that most gardeners overlook, but should absolutely prioritize. If you want worms to not just visit but live in your garden, you have to give them a reason to stay. That starts with transforming your soil into something hospitable, moist, rich, and undisturbed. Worms hate compacted soil, they hate dryness, and they absolutely hate chemical residues. When you loosen the soil, add compost, and eliminate synthetic inputs, you're rolling out the red carpet for earthworms. The real win here is sustainability. Unlike worm grunting tricks or temporary lures, improving soil health creates a permanent habitat. You can till less, mulch more, and allow nature's cycles to unfold. Worms will feed on the organic matter, reproduce in the moist, cool zones, and build tunnels that enhance root growth and water movement. It's a compounding effect. This isn't a gimmick, it's a foundation. Think of organic matter as worm bait that keeps on giving. Compost, leaf mold, shredded paper, rotted manure, these materials not only feed worms but also fuel the entire soil food web. And when the buffet is full, the guests stay for the season. What makes this method so powerful is that it works in any climate or garden style. Urban raised beds, add kitchen scraps under a mulch layer, backyard beds, mix in decomposed leaves or manure. Even no-dig gardens thrive when you continually layer organic inputs. The worms don't just feed, they multiply. Here's the nuance. Don't just throw food scraps on the surface and expect magic. Bury them lightly or cover them with mulch to avoid pests. The organic matter will begin to decompose, releasing heat, moisture, and microbial activity, all signs that attract worms from below and beyond. Worms breathe through their skin, which means moisture isn't optional, it's essential. Too dry and they die or flee. Too wet and they suffocate. The sweet spot is that sponge-like consistency where soil holds moisture but doesn't drown roots or worms. This is where mulch steps in as a secret weapon. A thick layer of straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves doesn't just insulate the soil. It slows evaporation, creates habitat, and stabilizes temperature. Under a good mulch bed, soil stays worm-ready, even in the summer. You'll often lift back mulch and see them thriving near the surface. Worm bins are an amazing way to recycle food scraps, reduce waste, and harvest castings. Red wigglers, Icenia fetida, are compost champions, turning banana peels and newspaper into high-value fertilizer. But here's the key. They're surface dwellers, and they don't live in the soil like earthworms do. That's why this method, while valuable, ranks below soil-based strategies. A wormery is like a factory. It produces castings for you to apply. But unless you integrate it directly into your beds, it doesn't attract or support deep-dwelling earthworms in your soil. Still, if you're short on worms or organic matter, building a worm bin is a smart way to stockpile life. You can even transplant some of the castings, along with a few wigglers, into your garden beds to inoculate the area. Worm grunting, fiddling, or charming has been around for centuries. It involves using vibrations, either by rubbing metal on wood or pounding the ground to bring worms to the surface. In the short term, it works. But here's the catch. It's disruptive. Done repeatedly, it stresses the local worm population, breaks their burrows, and offers no long-term value. It's also highly dependent on conditions. Too dry, too cold, or too compacted, and you'll see nothing. For gardeners who want to build worm populations in their soil, this is more of a novelty than a solution. Great for bait collection, not great for soil building. If there's one thing to take away, it's this. Don't chase worms. Invite them. Build a space they never want to leave. Improve your soil. Feed it with organic matter. Keep it moist but breathable. Your goal is a living, breathing garden ecosystem where worms are working full-time, building castings right where your plants need them. And when that happens, you'll need fewer inputs, face fewer problems, and enjoy bigger harvests. If this guide gave you new ideas or helped clarify what's worth your time, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and share it with someone who's still fiddling in their yard for worms. At Hydro Haven, we're digging deeper into soil health every week, because better soil grows everything. Stay with us, and let's grow smarter together.